works equipment. We haven't gone much beyond that. The PD already expects to have something there. They haven't decided what they want to offer. They're reaching out and figuring that out. We haven't reached out to the fire department yet, and that can be done much later because we really want to get a feel for what the layout is first.
Do they have a K-9 unit at the police department? Because that, I think, went over when, we haven't done it in a few years, but when Pam...
It depends what's available that day, Georgianne. That's why they said, please let us check.
Okay, but
they don't have their own K-9. They work with the sheriff's department. Okay. So there's several, they could do McGruff, they could do K-9, and there was something else they mentioned they can do.
Yeah, because it seemed
do you
like
remember what that was?
People that were out there noticed and like the demonstration of the, drug sniffing or whatever.
Yeah, that was the sheriff's department.
Right.
Cops
Yeah.
might be willing to put some dog demonstration. The training facility.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think, do they have their own dogs? They just really do, that's what the sheriff's department does their dogs.
Just an officer.
We're not going to have any parade or anything.
Yes. We toyed with the idea of a 5K run starting off the event, and logistically it's a nightmare because either
the resident that brought that to us has decided to move on to another resource too. He announced that.
Yeah, but even still, just like thinking about doing that logistically is quite a large nightmare because either you only have it in Misty Hill and Deer Point because they're connected and you can shut the roads down a little bit easier and you strand residents for a couple hours, or you can't easily shut down Hainesville Road to cross over, and it causes a lot of hassle.
I don't know, I just did a 5K for a Round Lake Beach officer that's going through cancer rehab, and I didn't see any real logistical nightmares with it.
Where was the route?
The route left the Round Lake Beach sports complex, went up Orchard, or no, the street in front of the post office went up, and then it headed south. Went across Hook Drive to, I believe, Orchard, and then it turned north and went up north to Orchard to like one of the cross streets, and then it went down back along the lake, and then ran a route down through the little forest preserve that runs along the lake over there, lake or whatever it is. Came back up behind the Park District PD office and ended up back over.
Well, I'm surely willing to look into it, Kevin. If you'd like to look into seeing how we could do that for Hainesville Fest this year, I'd be more than willing to hear your.
You know what? I'm going to stop you right there because I got to tell you something, guys. It is too late to start planning a 5K run for this year. If you want to still do a 5K run, I have no problem for it, but it would have to take place next year. And I challenge you to find a route, because the complications are county highways, they're not our roads, state highways, which leaves you to, are you going to run around Cranberry Lake 50 times?
Give Georgianne a heart attack.
Or are you going to run strictly through the subdivisions? And yeah, I mean, so now you got a problem with people getting in and out of their homes and children. So I don't think it's as easy as you think. But I have no problem if you guys want to give it another try. I encourage you, but not for this year.
We could do a steeplechase through Cranberry Lake.
I was thinking more like an Ironman for swim back and forth across the lake a couple of times, then run around it, then bike around it.
And on your way out, you have to pull out 2 cattails.
And a buffalo.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.